Hey everyone, how's it going today? Welcome to today's beer review video. Now, before we get completely into this, I just want to, sort of explain what's going on here. This is a gaming channel, and it's primarily going to be video games. However, I do have a lot of interests outside of the world of video games, like sports and stuff like that, but I'm also a big craft beer fan, and I thought I would take this opportunity to sort of, expand my horizons a little bit and get back into doing my craft beer reviews, which there were people who saw some old ones that I did on an old channel that is now, we'll call it dead and gone. At this point, it was so long ago, I don't remember, but I figured that this could be a fun thing to do every Friday, which is post a review of a unique craft beer, highlighting some of the smaller and craft microbreweries around the regions I'm either in or visiting or living at the moment. And that being said, I'd like to restart this series, reviewing a beer that I've had multiple times before. I love it, but I don't think I reviewed it on the old channel. This beer, if I can hold it up, has one of my favorite can designs ever, and I know it's probably going to come across a little dark because of the lighting, but this is Rivertown's Death. Rivertown is one of my favorite breweries back in Cincinnati, Ohio. They have a beer that is a sour called Divergent, I believe is what it's called. I didn't see that the last time I was out there, but I do have some other interesting and unique beers from them that will be coming to the channel at some point when I review them. But let's get into this one right here. Death is a Russian Imperial Stout. And it's very unique in one special way, and it's that it is a spicy stout because it's brewed with what is essentially the ghost pepper. I have my Untapped page open here, and let me just read what Untapped says about this unique beer. Death is 12.3 alcohol by volume, so it is a very hefty beer with a 38 IBU. Now, the way it's described is a harmony of heaven and hell. This robust Russian Imperial Stout is brewed with a grim dose of Butjaloka chilies, also known as the ghost pepper. Death offers up a warm, high-gravity, chocolate malt, roasty, rich embrace, only to displace this myth with a virulent, balanced kick of heat on the back palate. This beer celebrates the conundrum of the soul and may be the only time where through death, life is found. That is a fun little blurb on this. And the way it's described is pretty much how I remember it. It's a robust, chocolatey flavor on the front end, and then I won't say it burns going down, but it pleasantly warms your palate going down. So let's get into the pouring. I got myself my nice frosty mug here. Shameless plug on for those guys. But normally there's more of a head on this, but I think it was opened on accident, which is why I'm also doing this one first. But it's a lovely. Okay, there is some foaming there. Ooh, spit a little bit on my thumb. Yum. Okay, so I know it's a little hard to see through the frost, but this is a lovely dark. You can sort of smell the heat a little bit, but the chocolate, what I like is that, it just sort of feels like the chocolatiness of this one means that the peppers in it aren't overpowering. And I really, 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 again, I love this can artwork. It's just, I know it sounds like I'm tripping over my own words, but I mean, this is really my favorite beer, and I wasn't sure I was ever going to see it again. I usually got a pretty good amount of it when I could, because I go home in the time when they brew it usually. It's part of what Rivertown calls their liquid ingenuity line. And if we go back to the, let's see, we're in 2020, picked it up in 29. So the winter of 2018, when I went to go look for it, they did not brew it that year. However, it seems like the demand for it when it was gone was so great that over the last winter period, they brought it back and brewed some batches of this. So, in honor of that, guys, cheers. Thank you, Rivertown, for bringing this back. I'm so excited. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. I mean, there's that spice on the back end. God, I love this beer. This is definitely a hefty snack beer, though, because, again, that 12.3, it will sort of hit you kind of hard. But also, it's nice to have sort of something to, even though the chocolate does temper it, there is still some heat on the way down and on the back end, as it says in the description. However, the chocolate just doesn't overpower it. It's a beautiful flavor. It's a beautiful blend of flavors. And like I said, this is not one that you just sort of drink on its own. Definitely want a little snack with this one, which as soon as I'm done recording, I'm going to go get. Oh, man. I'm looking forward to getting into these again. I really am. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me on today's beer review. If you're looking for me on other forms of media, you can follow me on both Twitter and Twitch at VoltFoxGames. And until I see you again, have a great weekend, everyone, and I'll see you later.